Things have changed. I'm repping a new logo. We're in a new office. And today, for the first time ever, I'm going to be disclosing publicly why we decided to move our business to Real. So my first reason for why I decided to take my business to Real is I figured that anything in business that you do, you always want to be thinking about what's the next thing? What is the next thing that I can do after I conquer this, or I see success in this, or whatever the case may be? Because the reality of it is that if you do one thing too long, it starts to get a little bit repetitive and boring. And no, I'm not saying that I'm bored of selling real estate just yet. I'm just saying that I probably don't want to be doing it for 10 to 20 years. And I have to start thinking about what's the next step after that. So the system that Real has in place, specifically with the downline, I'm not going to try and hide it. That is one of the big reasons why I decided to move to Real. Obviously, with social media, I attract a lot of realtors and a lot of agents. And for the longest time, I've basically been helping everybody for free. Now, within this system, I actually get paid to help people and it costs them nothing. And then ideally, one day, I would like to have enough agents within my network that I have the choice to at least not sell real estate if I don't want to, or at least have the choice of working with the clients that I want to work with. So Real obviously has an amazing system set up where agents can come join you, right? They get to learn from you one-on-one. They get to be around you on a day-to-day basis, and it costs them absolutely nothing to do that. Second reason why I personally decided to join Real is for the networking. So Real basically expands all across North America, right? So they have these annual events. You can go to these things. You can network with the bigger agents in other markets all across the world. Me being big on the social media aspect of things, there wasn't a lot of people here locally that I can network with to try and bounce ideas off of, to try and grow on social media, right? Like there's maybe 6 or 7 other agents in my local market that are really doing it on social media. Well, with Real, I switched to this brokerage and I'm basically a nobody. I'm in a sea of people who are doing big things on social media. If you want to get better at, playing basketball, then you should play basketball with people who are better at playing basketball than you. Now I'm in this space where I can talk to other people. I've been here a month, already shot podcasts with somebody else that has like 77,000 followers. They're in the States, they're in like Arizona somewhere, right? So these are opportunities that I wouldn't have had I stayed at my old brokerage. Nothing against that brokerage whatsoever. In fact, I loved working there. And if I go back and change what I did, I would not change a single thing because I still think that was an amazing brokerage. It was an amazing place to learn and initially grow my business. But I think I'm at a point now where I need to be in a bigger pond with infinite scalability, so to speak. And then the next reason, the third reason, is I really just want to do more of what I love. And so I love the content side of things. And I think the whole building your network with the downline and the rev share and all that kind of stuff at Real, there is, the income that comes in from that gives you the oxygen that allows you to really focus on the things that you want to focus on, right? So now that I have some income coming in from that, that's, maybe one less sale every month, not exactly, but hopefully in the future. One less sale every month that I actually need to do. And that allows me to focus more on the content side of things, the YouTube, the putting together courses, doing more of the things that I would say is higher leverage than selling real estate. And then the fourth reason why I specifically chose Real and not 𝐕𝐃 to bring my business over to, and again, not to put down 𝐕𝐃, because for a long time I was considering going to 𝐕𝐃, and they're very similar brokerages. I felt overall that I vibe with the culture better at Real, number one. Number two, Real is in a explosive growth phase right now. Just a year ago, they had like 8,000 agents or something like that. Today, they're at like 17,000, 18,000 agents just in 1 year. I think they're probably going to catch up to where 𝐕𝐃 is or get very close to it. Maybe I'm wrong. That's the bet that I'm making, right? And I think in that wave from 17,000 to 90,000 agents, there's going to be a lot of agents to pick up within your network on the way up there, right? Now, a lot of people aren't going to openly talk about the rev share side of things like this, but to be honest, I don't care. That's one of the main reasons why I moved here. Let's get a shot of this dashboard here.
That's right. Everything's right there in front of me.
The Real has this like It's pretty insane, actually. It's like this huge dashboard. Who knows how much money they spent on this thing? I know software is like probably the most expensive thing you could invest in the world. They probably spent tens of millions of dollars on this dashboard. But the technology is exclusive to Real. They're the only ones that have it. Everything's integrated into it, like your sky slope. It tracks all your transactions, your rev share. You can there's like tools where you can project how much money you're gonna make, and you can build yourself financial like wealth plans within it. You can your Authenticign, everything is in there. I've never seen another brokerage that's doing it like this. So that was another big reason why I decided to go with Real. And the fifth reason why I chose Real is I just feel like Real is leading the industry right now. They're doing a lot of things that nobody else is even thinking about right now. And I see a lot of brokerages out there changing fundamental, standard operating procedures that they have within their business to try to compete with Real, like changing their splits and changing this and changing how that works because they're losing people to Real right now. And I just look at what they're doing, and they're bringing out this Real wallet, right? That will pay you interest on your commissions, and they're going to be able to give you lines of credit based on your projected income, right? Like if you make 100K in the first quarter, that projects out to 400K for the year. They can now give you lines of credit on that. I don't know if it's launched yet, but they're working on launching stuff like that. And I just look at what they're doing, and to me, it seems like the leadership at the brokerage is very forward thinking. They're not worried about what everybody else is doing. They're just focused on themselves and what they're doing. And I like that from a leadership standpoint, right? If I'm going to invest in a small cap stock, that's exactly what I'd want to see from the leadership of that company. All right, let's go ask Shine why we decided to come to Real. Why did we come to Real?
Why did you go to Real? So many things. The tech. After I saw that proprietary software that they have, and I could see just full transparency with all my deals and how much money's coming in and where it's going and the rev share. So that's one big reason. The tech was just absolutely phenomenal. I think it's a lot easier to recruit here too, just because of the way the company is set up. I think their growth strategy is amazing. It's being run by some very smart people that have long-term thinking and vision. I mean, it was a very smooth transition, a lot of support, a lot of help, even having no physical office space. The people that are in the organization were extremely helpful. There were still a few little hiccups, but they addressed them right away, and they made it right and made sure that we were happy and okay throughout the process. So a lot of support. The managing brokers have been amazing. Always call them, they're available. So I know a lot of people, when they talk about cloud-based brokerages, they're worried like, hey, what's the culture going to be like, or what's the support going to be like? And to be honest with you, us coming over here, we got nothing but love from all the other members that were at Real. I look at real estate like a tree, right? So doing real estate is like the trunk, and one branch is your own business. One branch is your team. One branch is now this rev share. One branch is buying investment properties. So all these are different avenues to get more income, right? With Real, the fact that you get a passive income from the rev share is pretty amazing. There's so much room for growth and expansion too. I think when we joined, there was 15,000 agents, and within the last month, it's gone up to almost 17,000. So yeah, sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Right, Asar, how are you liking Real so far, bro?
I'm liking it a lot, man. Everything is right there in front of me, the dashboard, how much money I'm going to be making. So everything's super simple, right? Straight to the point, and the trainings are awesome. I really like Sharon's trainings as well.
Are you just going in in the dashboard? Are you watching his stuff? Or?
Yeah. Also follow him on Instagram too. So there are a lot of the pinpoints. Yeah,
He's a pretty smart guy. Oh, I see.
So this is the dashboard, right? So all my transactions, listing, everything's right there in front of me.
So they got basically chat GPT is integrated right into the dashboard, which I thought was pretty insane. You can ask when does my license renew?
See,
when is my next transaction closing?
Come check this out. When does my license expire? Boom. October 11, 2025, right?
Who else has this stuff?
No one,
right?
No one can compete. Come to Real.
All right, Karuzi. How you liking Real so far, bro?
Honestly, it's been great so far. Zero complaints. I like the downline system that's going on. The fact that they incorporate technology, which obviously with just the way the world's heading, it's what we need to learn how to utilize. And these guys have done a great job of it so far.
Did you opt into the stock thing?
I did opt into the stock option.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I did.
Absolutely. I think it's a great opportunity to earn passive income and take advantage of the stocks growing day by day.
Basically, they have like a stock option program where you can opt in to pay a certain percentage of your commission and you get back a certain percentage in stocks.
You know what? If you actually look at the growth of the stock over the last almost 2 years, it's almost tripled. So definitely lots of room for potential.
Sky's the limit, baby.